British Board of Film Classification refuses films any classification if they contain scenes including the following: any abuse or killing of animals or humans for the purpose of production, or scenes encouraging violent crime or could be used to recruit people into committing violent crime. As our film Haddock, if it were completed, would contain none of these objectionable elements, then it is likely that we would receive classification by the BBFC. The rating that our film will get is governed by the content that it has. Films rated 18 usually have high amounts of violence, profanity, and sexual content. Films rated 15 usually have the same but in fewer amounts, while films rated 12 usually have a high amount of violence and some profanity, but are limited in regards to the sexual content they can display. Films rated PG will contain some violence and some profanity, and are intended usually for children. Films rated U have essentially no objectionable content, and thus are acceptable for everybody, and these films are usually marketed towards children. Our film, due to its more glacial pace and subtle, oblique story, would not be well received by children, as they would find the pace too slow and the content of the film quite boring. The mature themes of alienation wouldn't resonate with them. If our film was made into a full film, it would probably contain some scenes of mild peril, maybe some violence. Now, because of this, it is likely that our film as a full film would receive a PG rating. However, we do not want our film to be marketed to children, as they would not get the same thing out of it that we intend for a more mature audience. So it's possible we could add some more detailed violence, including blood, or some more deeply scary scenes children would not be able to view, bumping the rating up to a 12. This would mean that the film did not contain too much objectionable content, but also would not be marketed towards children. We would ideally prefer to have a PG or 12 rating. PG is more realistic, as we do not intend including much objectionable content in our film. However, for marketing purposes, a 12 would be desirable, due to the more mature audience it would attract.